Welcome to our channel. Today, we're digging into a topic that might seem simple on the surface, but has profound impacts on your garden's health and your time spent maintaining it. Mulch, that layer of material spread over your soil, is more than just a cosmetic addition to your landscape. It's a powerful tool that professional gardeners and landscapers rely on to create thriving, low-maintenance outdoor spaces. In this video, we'll break down this essential gardening practice into 4 manageable parts. First, we'll explore what mulch actually is and the different types you can choose from. Then, we'll dive into the 3 game-changing reasons in the next 3 parts. In Part 2, we will give you Reason 1, moisture conservation. And in Part 3, we give Reason 2, weed suppression. Finally, in Part 4, we'll cover Reason 3, soil health. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this simple practice is considered essential by gardening experts everywhere. Part 1. Introduction to mulch. So, what exactly is mulch? At its core, mulch is simply a protective layer of material that's spread on top of your soil. Think of it as a blanket for your garden. It shields the soil from extreme temperatures, retains moisture, and can even prevent weed growth. While it may seem like a modern gardening innovation, mulching has been practiced for centuries by cultures around the world who recognized its benefits for plant health and crop production. When it comes to mulch, you have 2 main categories to choose from: organic and inorganic. Organic mulches include materials like wood chips, shredded bark, fallen leaves, straw, and compost. These types gradually break down over time, adding valuable nutrients to your soil as they decompose. Wood chips and bark are perfect for pathways and perennial beds, while lighter materials like straw work wonderfully in vegetable gardens. Leaf mulch is Mother Nature's own creation. Just look at any forest floor for proof of its effectiveness. On the other hand, inorganic mulches don't break down and include materials like river rocks, gravel, crushed stone, rubber pieces, and landscape fabric. These options are particularly useful in areas where you want permanent coverage without the need for regular replenishment. Stone mulches work well in rock gardens or drought-prone regions, while landscape fabric can serve as an additional barrier against persistent weeds when used under other mulch types. Proper application is key to getting the most from your mulch. For most gardens, aim for a layer that's 2 to 4 inches thick. Any thinner won't provide enough benefits, while thicker layers can prevent water from reaching the soil and may lead to rot against plant stems. Always leave a few inches of space around the base of plants and trees to prevent moisture-related diseases and pest problems. And while it might be tempting to create those perfectly sculpted mulch volcanoes around trees, this practice can seriously damage your plants over time. As we wrap up this introduction, it's worth noting that the right mulch, properly applied, does far more than just make your garden look tidy. It creates a healthier environment for your plants from the ground up. In the next 3 sections, we'll explore exactly how these benefits work and why they make such a dramatic difference in your garden's success. Let's start with one of the most valuable benefits. Reason 1. Moisture conservation. The first major benefit of mulch, and perhaps the most valuable in today's climate, is its remarkable ability to conserve moisture in your soil. When you water your garden, or when it rains, bare soil quickly loses that precious moisture to evaporation as the sun and wind pull water right back into the atmosphere. A good layer of mulch acts like a lid on your soil, dramatically slowing this evaporation process. This simple barrier effect can reduce water loss by up to 70% compared to unmulched soil. This moisture retention translates directly into practical benefits for you as a gardener. With mulch in place, you'll need to water much less frequently, perhaps once a week instead of every other day during hot weather. For many homeowners, this means significant savings on water bills during summer months. It also means less time spent dragging hoses or moving sprinklers around, freeing you up to enjoy your garden rather than constantly maintaining it. Plants under water stress show a variety of symptoms: wilting, yellowing leaves, stunted growth, and reduced flowering or fruiting. Mulch helps maintain more consistent soil moisture levels. which means your plants experience less drought stress even during hot, dry periods. This is especially crucial for shallow-rooted plants and newly established trees and shrubs that haven't yet developed extensive root systems to seek out deeper water sources. The health benefits of consistent soil moisture extend beyond just preventing stress. When plants receive steady moisture, they develop stronger root systems and show improved overall vigor. Nutrient uptake improves in properly moistened soil, and beneficial soil microorganisms thrive in these more stable conditions. Even soil temperature stays more moderate under mulch, creating an environment where roots can function optimally. The value of mulch for moisture conservation varies by climate, but it's beneficial almost everywhere. In hot, arid regions like the Southwest, a thick layer of mulch can be the difference between success and failure for many plants. In rainy regions like the Pacific Northwest, mulch helps manage excess water by reducing runoff and erosion during heavy downpours, while still preserving moisture during summer dry spells. Even in moderate climates, mulched gardens simply perform better with less intervention needed from you. As we can see, mulch's ability to conserve moisture creates a cascade of benefits, from practical advantages like reduced watering time and cost, to improved plant health and stress resistance. Next, we'll explore another way mulch makes gardening easier: its remarkable ability to suppress weeds. Reason 2. Weed suppression. If you've ever spent hours pulling weeds from your garden, you'll appreciate this next benefit of mulch: its exceptional ability to suppress weeds. Weeds need light to germinate and grow, and a proper layer of mulch creates a dark barrier that prevents sunlight from reaching weed seeds in the soil. When weed seeds can't access light, they simply can't sprout. It's nature's own weed prevention system. This natural suppression means you can dramatically reduce or even eliminate the use of chemical herbicides in your garden. Herbicides can be costly, potentially harmful to beneficial insects and soil life, and often require multiple applications throughout the growing season. Mulch, on the other hand, works constantly and safely to prevent weeds, with no risk to the environment or your family's health. The time and labor savings from reduced weeding cannot be overstated. A properly mulched garden might require only occasional spot weeding for the few persistent weeds that manage to break through, compared to the constant battle in unmulched beds. Think about what you could do with those extra hours every week during the growing season. More time to plant, harvest, or simply enjoy your outdoor space. Your back will thank you too, as you'll spend far less time hunched over pulling weeds. Even for the determined weeds that do manage to germinate, mulch creates a physical barrier that makes it harder for them to establish. Young weed seedlings must fight their way through the mulch layer to reach sunlight, and many simply don't have the energy reserves to make it. Those that do emerge are usually weaker, shallower rooted, and much easier to pull compared to weeds growing in bare soil. Some mulch types are particularly effective for weed control. Coarse wood chips and bark mulch work well in perennial beds and around trees, creating a thick barrier that's difficult for weeds to penetrate. Newspaper or cardboard topped with organic mulch provides an extra weed-blocking layer in vegetable gardens. For pathways and areas where you want zero weed growth, landscape fabric covered with decorative mulch offers the most complete control. Just remember that organic mulches need to be refreshed periodically as they break down to maintain their weed-suppressing thickness. As we've seen, mulch's weed-suppressing powers save you time, money, and effort while creating a cleaner, more attractive garden. But the benefits don't stop there. In our final section, we'll explore how mulch improves your soil's health over time, creating a foundation for long-term garden success. Reason 3. Soil health improvement. Beyond its immediate benefits for moisture and weed control, mulch plays a crucial role in improving your soil's health over time. One of the most valuable ways it does this is through temperature regulation. In summer, mulch acts as an insulator, keeping soil cooler by as much as 10 to 15 degrees compared to bare ground. This protects delicate roots from heat stress and helps maintain biological activity in the soil. In winter, that same insulating quality works in reverse. Mulch keeps soil warmer, protecting roots from freeze-thaw cycles that can damage or kill plants in colder regions. For organic mulches, one of the greatest long-term benefits comes from their gradual decomposition. As materials like wood chips, leaves, or straw break down, they add valuable organic matter to your soil. This process mimics what happens naturally in forests and meadows, where fallen plant material returns nutrients to the earth. Over time, this decomposition improves soil fertility, reducing or eliminating the need for synthetic fertilizers. It's nature's own slow-release nutrient system working for your garden. Mulch also provides powerful protection against soil erosion. During heavy rain, unmulched soil can wash away, taking valuable topsoil with it. Mulch absorbs the impact of raindrops and slows water movement, allowing it to soak in rather than run off. This not only keeps your soil where it belongs, but also helps recharge groundwater and reduce flooding. On slopes or hillsides, a good mulch layer can be the difference between stable soil and serious erosion problems. Perhaps most fascinating is how mulch improves soil structure and biological activity. As organic mulch breaks down, it contributes to the formation of humus, the dark, crumbly, nutrient-rich component of healthy soil. This improved structure creates a better balance of air and water in the soil and makes it easier for roots to grow. Meanwhile, the protected environment under mulch becomes a haven for earthworms, beneficial fungi, and microorganisms that further enhance soil health through their activities. The cumulative effect of these soil improvements is dramatic over time. Plants in mulched gardens typically show stronger growth, better resistance to pests and diseases, and higher yields. Garden beds develop that rich, loamy soil that gardeners prize, becoming more productive year after year, with less input required. Even in challenging soil conditions, consistent mulching can gradually transform poor soil into a thriving, growing environment. As you can see, mulch isn't just a quick fix or a decorative touch. It's a fundamental practice that builds garden health from the ground up. By regulating temperature, adding organic matter, preventing erosion, and fostering soil life, mulch creates the foundation for a thriving, sustainable garden that gets better with time. Final words. We've explored the 3 game-changing reasons why mulch truly matters in any garden or landscape. First, we saw how it conserves moisture by creating a protective barrier that reduces evaporation, leading to less frequent watering and healthier plants. Then, we discovered its remarkable ability to suppress weeds naturally, saving you countless hours of tedious weeding and reducing the need for herbicides. Finally, we uncovered how mulch improves your soil's health over time through temperature regulation, organic matter addition, erosion prevention, and enhanced biological activity. When selecting the right mulch for your garden, consider your specific needs and growing conditions. For decorative areas and perennial beds, hardwood bark or cedar chips offer longevity and an attractive appearance. In vegetable gardens, lighter options like straw or leaf mulch work best as they're easy to move when planting. For pathways or areas where you want minimal maintenance, inorganic mulches like river rock or gravel provide lasting coverage. Whatever you choose, aim for a 2 to 4 inch layer, keeping it pulled back slightly from plant stems and tree trunks. If you haven't been mulching regularly, I encourage you to give it a try this season. Start with one bed or area if you're new to the practice, and you'll quickly see the difference it makes. Spring and fall are ideal times to apply mulch, but the truth is, there's really no wrong time to start enjoying these benefits in your garden. Your plants will thank you, and you'll love the time you save on maintenance. Before you go, I'd love to hear about your experiences with mulch in the comments below. What type works best in your garden? Have you noticed improvements in your plants or soil? Or if you have questions about applying mulch in your specific situation, drop those below too. Our community is here to help. And if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow gardeners who might benefit from these mulching insights. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Happy gardening with smart farming inside.